I think the finish. I think if you look into midway, last 10 minutes of the game, but we gave up 2 scores, which is very disappointing. We felt like this was a game we need to manage to be in the low 20s and possibly score on defense. I think we had a couple opportunities to do that. We didn't get it done as far as capitalizing on a possible interception or, being able to take Chase Dutra's interception to the end zone. But we felt like we needed to limit them, and so I think the biggest thing for us is, if there is a sudden change, we need to be better in those situations, be able to get off the field, limit them to field goals. In those 2 particular situations, they scored, and then the 2 late scores, which is most disappointing. So you look at the game, if we're able to finish better, it could be a 1-2 possession game there at the end, and you never know what happens.
Was it for you not get a lot of pressure on the quarterback, even sometimes bringing 1 or 2 blitzers along?
Well, I think for us, they were much of their pass game, opportunities for them to pass were max protection, where they were just sending 2 and 3 receivers into routes. And so on those situations, it was accentuated as far as the lack of pressure. The opportunity, one sack, it wasn't a lot of pressure. Those guys, we wanted to have a little different coverage, and our guys did a great coverage, and actually ended up being a coverage sack. And then the other opportunity when he had a lot of time was we actually got the pick. So, we chose our spots. A couple times they threw very quick, threw with 2 seconds or less when we were bringing 5- and 6-man pressures. But it was disappointing only to get to him one time.
To get pressure against Penn State, I think Hackenberg's been sacked 30 times, which is the most in the Big Ten. What needs to happen? What do you guys need to do?
Well, I think we need to certainly, obviously he's a very talented quarterback throwing the ball, and they've in their statistics, they are a throwing team, and so we have to be able to pick our spots and be able to put the right guys in position. I think for us, we have some playmakers, and we need to be able to put them in positions to be able to, whether it's pressure or 4- or 3-man rush opportunities, to put our guys like Bobby Richardson, some guys that we think Darius Latham's doing a good job, Nick Mangieri, Zach Shaw, be able to put them in better positions to have more success.
In some cases, you guys have been in position, as in a potential interception that maybe could have gone for a pick 6, and they don't make the plays. What else can be done short of you catching the ball yourself?
Well, I think we just have to continue. Yesterday we worked in practice, just those tough catches, and in one particular case, we had one of our players made a great break on the ball, had the ball, and got stripped by the receiver. So we need to continue showing our guys. Teams that had success against Michigan State, Minnesota, ended up scoring on defense, and that was something we thought we had to do. And our kids had a couple of those opportunities, and we need to capitalize down the stretch on any opportunities we have defensively.
You found yourself having to, almost balance what you tell the defense at all, because it's clear that the defense is better, but you want or need them to be even better than they are.
Well, certainly for us, we're not. We talk about, and Coach Wilson always talks about continuous improvement, and that's what we're striving to see, not only as a defense, but each position group, segments, just player by player. Are we getting better? And that's something as we go into the month of November here, we need to see not only our young guys, and you're going to see the most improvement by them, but our older guys too. Are they playing their best football? And that's what we need. And as a defense, are we getting better? When you give up 34 points, it's tough it's tough. None of us are happy. None of us are, see that we are getting better. But I think, we still have to be more, have to have more continuity, have to have more, just consistency. To me, the last 2 games, down the stretch, we did not do a good job down the stretch as coaches, as all of us defensively, being able to get our guys in the very best position, all right, to limit whatever attack we get. And so while it was a little bit different in our kids, each week to week, it's going to be different in the Big Ten. People, whether it's being able to try to run the ball, different personnel groups, and that's something that our kids, with a new plan, we're not new anymore. We need to be able to not have any mental mistakes or any bust just from a mental standpoint this late in the season. And regardless, because the young players we played, they've got 8 games under their belt. T. Gray Scales has a ton of reps right now. He's got as many reps as some of our older guys. So it's just important for us to, right now youth isn't we can't say anything on youth because they play a lot of football.
You feel your seniors are playing their best football of the year?
I feel that last week Bobby Richardson had the best week of practice. I mean, he had just an outstanding week of practice, and I think he did some good things. He was the one defensive lineman that we really picked out that we felt had a winning grade performance defensively. I thought Tim Bennett played maybe one of his best games. The tackling at the corner position was pretty good. I mean, they made some good plays on some pretty talented receivers. So I think they're, from a consistent standpoint, there also was plays, whether it was providing enough pressure up front or, certain cover situations. But, those guys, David Cooper, these are guys we need to play their very best football down the stretch.